morning. My name is Tony Cucchi, the chef instructor here at Wakefield High School, and we'd like to welcome you to the kitchens of the Farm Street Inn. The Farm Street Inn, which is a student-run restaurant here at Wakefield High School. This morning we have two seniors, Rob DeTono and Tony Pacino, who are going to prepare chicken marsala, fresh vegetable medley, and a bruschetta appetizer for our annual cooking show that we do each year. So at this time I will send it over, have these I'm sorry. You'll be able to edit this, right? Yeah. We'll have these two students take over and prepare these meals for you, and we'll see you at the end of the show. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Cucchi. I'm going to make, for an appetizer, I'm going to make fresh bruschetta, which is, you make it out of French bread, a certain kind of cheese, which is ricotta salata. Today we're going to use Parmesan cheese because
it's too expensive.
Ricotta salata is too expensive, and I work on a budget. It comes with basil, tomato, which are boiling. I'm going to show you how to prep everything. Just salt and pepper, and just you first how you start out is you take the French bread and you cut it into not so much thin, but long slices diagonally.
Over here.
I'm going to come over here because I think it's better for a vent. Just 2 slices. I'm going to bring them over here and toast them. So if anybody wants to follow me, here I am.
Check your tomatoes, Rob. They're done.
This is called a broiler. It's used for cooking meats at high temps. It cooks very fast. It's ideal for bread and toast making because it just cooks like that, even though it's not right now. One more side. There's 2 sides to bread, so it's only heated from the top. Just so you know. Take my bread over here, put it on a plate,
V-neck.
because that's where it goes, on the plate. Yeah. Nice V shape is always good. So, now, you take your basil, nice larger leaves, put them out, let's see, get a nice, I'll cut up 3 of them. If you roll them out like so, I'm pretty sure you know how to roll, right? Move it over here. You cut it into julienne strips, which are just thin, long pieces, which is rolled up so it can't get that long, but when it spreads out, I need that piece of my thumb. You want to be careful when you're using sharp utensils. I got to move that because it was in the way. You want to be careful using sharp utensils because you can always cut yourself. We've had a good amount of cuts and bruises down here at the Farm Street Inn because sometimes people don't pay attention, but just sometimes, you know, the knife slips because they're big and they're slippery. You know, I mean, you can get stitches and whatnot, but, you know, it hurts. It does. I try not to cut myself on numerous occasions. That's because I don't do anything down here. There we go. We're just going to throw this in the bowl and make a mixture. Let's see. Now, to make the tomatoes, let me move this. You just take a regular tomato, good-sized tomato, you know, and just make an X on the bottom. Make sure you got a pot of water boiling in the back, because if you don't, it'll take 10 minutes to boil, 20 minutes, you know. Hey, it's like basketball. Okay. Now, these have already been boiled and whatnot. The reason for boiling is so you can peel off the skin. It's kind of gross, but, you know, some people like it, some people don't. Okay, that's nice and mushy.
Still warm.
Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. Thanks. Nice towel. Always make sure when you're cooking have a towel around. I have a feeling I was talking a little bit too loud earlier. So, see with the tomato, I'm just gonna cut the top off, the little green stem. You know, you keep it in there just for
So the inside won't get mushy.
yeah, so your inside won't get mushy. There we go. So it looks so you cut it like that to get the top off. Then you just flip it on its top. And you just cut it in half. Yeah, like that. Very easy, very simple. The problem with boiled tomatoes is they're extremely soft and mushy, so you got to be careful. Try not to squish it, you know. So if you're a gentle giant, you know, you just want to be careful. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to stick it in the bowl. Well, no, first, before I stick it in the bowl, I'm still going to keep on cutting it up. Okay. This way?
No, go the other way.
This way. All right, I'm going to once again cut it up in julienne slices, like I did with the basil, which is just thin, long strips. It doesn't look like strips right now because it's all mushy, but it's cool.
Do it the other way. It's easy for you.
This one?
No, whatever.
Okay. Now that I've cut it all up in julienne slices, I'm just going to stick it in the bowl. Want to make sure you don't mix up your tops with your cut up tomato. Now, when you scoop it in the bowl, you can use your knife like a spoon. You just want to be careful, once again, not to cut yourself. Should I add some more basil or no?
Should be fine. Salt, pepper. That's it.
Now, it all depends how you like, what you like your bruschetta to taste like if you've ever had bruschetta. So, I'm just going to season it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Sorry.
Oil too.
Sorry.
A little bit of oil.
A little bit of oil.
Splash.
Just a little bit.
Set that up. Right on.
Pour it on what? The bread? I just take my plate. Excuse my head.
More I can cut up really quick.
Okay. You're just gonna scoop it onto the spoon and just put it on your already toasted French bread. Make sure you already toast it because, well, that's what you need to do. You don't need to have too much on just to cover up the bread. You don't need to pile it on. If you're in a competition or something, you want to put height onto your food, but this isn't for a competition. This is just to eat, so doesn't need height. Right now, I'm just gonna grind up the shred the Parmesan cheese. If I can just get it open.
Just the biggest piece.
It's always good to open this before you do your camera thing, which I should have done, but I didn't because I didn't feel like it, I guess. Grate it over. I'm just gonna grate it. You know what I'm gonna? Yeah, whatever. You don't need too much, you know.
Some around the plate.
Hmm?
Some around the plate.
Okay, I'm gonna put some around the plate too.
Make it look nice.
Make it look nice and pretty.
Little piece of the basil.
Put a couple of pieces of basil just to finish it off as a garnish. And
There it is.
there's your bruschetta.
Okay. Next, we're gonna do chicken marsala. Done this before too. First thing you want to do is get your chicken out. Get it all nice and clean. This is perfectly done for us already. You want to make sure that you get all these strangling pieces right here. Nice and flat, very clean. Okay, those are done. We're gonna get our saute pan. Gonna flour the chicken. Both sides. Be really nice. Add some water. Okay, that's all ready. Saute pan here. A little oil just to cover the bottom of the pan. Like that. Throw it on the burner. I want to make sure you have really nice hot oil so the chicken will cook really fast. You're just going to braise it really quick and then I'll cook in the own juices. While waiting for the oil, we can prep the vegetable medley that we're going to do. You take the knife, clean it off. This is going to be a summer squash and a zucchini. Just going to julienne them up really quick. This mirror's killing me. Like so. And take 2 of the pieces. Just really quick. Cut them on the bias. So it's really nice. Long pieces for it. There you go. It's all breaking up. Like so. Perfect. I'll take the zucchini, do the same thing. There you go. Okay, we can set that aside. I'm going to take some carrots and peel it. Make sure you peel the carrot. You want all those black marks on them. There we go. Set that aside. I'm going to julienne these 2.
said it was hot.
No. If my assistant Rob would get me the garlic, it'd be very helpful.
Okay, I'll get you the garlic.
Thank you.
What do you want, minced?
Yeah, just from the can.
Take my string.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do this last one. Should be enough.
Nice minced garlic.
Thank you, dear.
Ooh, I gotta
Yeah, you look cut over there.
just. Excuse me. I just got up on the oil.
Okay, we're gonna add these to our vegetables, summer squash and zucchini. Oh, and grab me an onion too.
I'll be right back again. Just gonna get an onion.
There you go. Thank you.
Here's your onion. I'm just gonna push this out a little bit to make it more sanitary.
Thanks, Rob.
No problem.
I'll take the onion. So.
Watch out for the mirror. You hit your
Yeah, I
head.
know. Too many times.
Nice floured bread.
Should get all the peel off the onion.
But you don't want to waste it.
I'm gonna need just a quarter of this, like that. Juliana. And just cut it up. Small pieces. And add that to the medley too.
Nice vegetables in the medley.
Sure are.
That's why they call it a vegetable medley.
There's that prepped, all ready to go. Next we're gonna go back to our chicken. There it is. I'm gonna start sauteing this. You see back here? That's hot. Okay. I'm gonna saute the chicken.
Before you ever put anything in a pan, you want to make sure your oil's hot and
Oh,
already
yeah.
already cooking, because once you put the chicken in there, it's been oiled and pretty much useless if it's not on.
Make sure you brown them on both sides, nice and golden brown. Then you want to flip them and drain the grease. It's all done.
The culinary arts program here is it's a very enjoyable program. If you have a teacher like Mr. Cucchi, which too many people like that don't exist, he's extremely gifted in his line of work, but at the same time he still knows how to joke around, and if you break a dish, he'll yell at you, but it's okay. He makes everything go smoothly. When you got kids like Tony, who pay attention and learn so much. He's going on to Newberry College.
What about you, Rob?
So, well, I'm not going into talking a little bit too loud again. I'm not going into
Yeah, my chicken.
culinary arts because he's also showed me that as much as I love food, it's not something that I want to cook. It's something that I want to eat. So,
Okay, so now my chicken's golden brown on one side.
he's gonna go back to cooking.
Take it, flip it over, sear it a little bit more.
Kind of looks like pork chops.
Sure does.
But it's back to my conversation. We open the restaurant 3 days a week for the teachers, and
open
the
public.
food's cooked and pretty much prepared by the senior class, and the junior class serves them, cleans the room, cleans the dishes and pots that we use. We're in class 5 days a week, whether it's 2 times a day or 1 time a day.
Just tell me what I'm doing.
And it's just a really good program. I enjoyed my 2 years here. It was very fun. Tony's
Okay,
just
back
cutting
to
up.
me. Mincing up some shallots right here
He's mincing some shallot
for the marsala.
for the masala. Back to the bruschetta. Make sure you don't put too much salt in your bruschetta mixture with the tomatoes and basil, because if you do, it tastes really salty.
Now, where'd you get that one from, huh?
Because I tasted it.
Okay. It's extremely hot back here.
Gets a little warm in the kitchen.
I'm gonna slice up some mushrooms.
Mushroom. Just like that. It's very simple. Anybody can do it. Anybody can look like a chef. It's very easy.
Go ahead and cut your finger.
Except for Doug. And when you're cutting your foods, always make sure that your fingers are holding the food, but your knuckles are out. So that way, when you're cutting, your blade is against your knuckle and not your fingertip. So that way, you never lose a finger. You know, you can still cut skin, but
Okay.
it's just something to learn.
Now that we got all our stuff ready for the marsala, go back to the chicken. Take it
So
out.
like golden brown.
Gonna drain the grease in the barrel.
What are you fucked?
Okay.
Just melted by the way.
I'm gonna add our minced shallots to the marsala, the chicken actually, and some of our sliced mushrooms here, like so. And we have some beef stock right here on the back. It's boiling. That's very hot.
And he just spilt it because he wasn't paying attention.
No. Take some of the beef stock that I forgot to mention. Add some marsala, and then we have some Shaw's brand marsala wine, because I'm not 21 yet, so I can't buy my own real marsala. Say add about maybe a cupful,
You want to tell him how you make the
and
stock?
throw it back on.
The beef stock?
To make the beef stock, I just use beef base and mix it into some water, because I needed it kind of fast this morning. But if you want to really make good beef stock and spill the marsala wine, you can
Tony's a little nervous.
you can take some veal bones and cook them for hours and upon hours so you get very nice beef stock.
We have to clean up anyways. It just makes it easier. Wipes everything down.
That's throw those
The smell's nice too.
On the marsala, you're just gonna let this cook until it reduces almost into a thick sauce.
When you're cooking in the kitchen, also make sure you always have plenty of towels for reasons for spills. But if you ever need to pick something hot up, you know, you can always use a towel for a pot holder.
That was bad. Trying to try to clean up my mess while I'm waiting.
And another thing is, while you're cooking, if you're waiting for something to cook, you can always clean up what you've already started to make it easier at the end,
True. Very true.
which I'm not going to do.
Just gonna wait.
I'm just going to leave.
Okay.
Okay. You want to check your food?
Alright. I gotta reduce.
No, I think it's going to reduce.
Okay.
What's in that back pot? Just water?
That's just water. Okay, next we're gonna get the vegetable all ready. Take saute pan, a little bit of oil, and the minced garlic.
It's garlic.
I take about yay much of the garlic.
How much is yay?
I'd say about a tablespoon and a half.
Yay means a tablespoon and a half.
I would say. And then we're just gonna throw that on the heat.
Once
Again,
again,
that'd be very hot.
with the towel, you have to use your towel to move things because things are hot when you put them on a stove.
And let that saute a little bit before you add your vegetables. So, what do you plan on doing after school?
Today,
After
I think I'm gonna go play some basketball. Maybe
After
go
we
home, relax, go to
graduate,
work. After what?
after you graduate?
After we graduate, I'm gonna go to my house and celebrate my nephew's birthday.
You know what I'm talking about.
Huh?
Next year, what are you gonna do?
Next year. I'm not a fortune teller. I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Middlesex College for Crustus. Crusties. I gotta go for justice and criminology.
Are you?
Yeah.
Become a cop?
No, I didn't say I was going to become a cop. I just
know.
want to have a degree.
Okay.
That way, my parents don't have to yell at me all the time.
Once your garlic is sauteed a little bit,
He's
gonna add your-
He's not even listening.
I am listening.
Saute your garlic a little bit.
I'm gonna add your vegetables in and let them cook down.
It's always good to have a lot of extra. Not so much a lot of extra, but if you see that Tony has
Quite a
extra
bit.
vegetables, that way, if he ever drops one on the floor or
Quite
he
a
burns some, you can always go back and cook. See, here's your extra vegetables.
Give me the salt and pepper over here.
A little salt and pepper.
Yeah. Make sure that nice and
See?
sauteed.
Did you see that? Did you catch that? Could you do it again
Catch
for the
what?
camera? I can't do that because, frankly, I'm not coordinated at all.
I always want to make sure you season as cooking's going along. Marsala and the
Why do you
veggies.
season while you're cooking?
I don't know. I just do. It's my way.
But why? Is it important?
No,
I thought it was. I thought we learned that.
it's important to saute to do it at the end actually. But whatever.
You said
Little
it was
pepper.
important. Just a little bit, because you don't want to add too much, because you can always add at the end.
True.
When you're cooking throughout the process, you want to be able to have the seasons go into the food, but
Can
you don't
always
want to
add,
add
never
out.
subtract.
Yeah, you can never subtract. Well, you can, but you have to. It ruins the whole meal.
You have to be skilled like us. Again, onions don't want to stay in there.
You're a douche. So,
So,
we're just
Check
waiting for our
on us.
vegetables and our chicken to cook.
see, it's still kind of thick. I mean, stone.
I
kinda
prefer a
thin.
gas heat. This is electric stove. It's very old, but I mean it works just as good. It's just gas heat. People say the food tastes better and it cooks quicker.
A lot faster too.
That's exactly what I said.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear you.
Quicker
Gotta
and
pay
faster,
attention
it's
to
the
my
same
stuff.
Maybe we'll put the bottle back, the cap back on this,
Yeah.
just to be careful. You know, one sip full. Good.
Wow. Ooh. It's smoky back here. So,
So.
yeah.
The course that we have here, it's available to juniors and seniors of Wakefield High School. The restaurant we have is open, like I said, to the teachers. It's also open to anybody outside. It's open from our school lunch hours from 10:30 to 11:30. We serve different kinds of menu items, from spaghetti and meatballs to macaroni and cheese to
Chicken salt and
chicken cordon bleu, chicken saltimbocca. I mean, we can get fancy and we can get just real simple with like grilled cheese. There's always usually a salad.
Fancy and
and a
cheap
soup.
at the same time.
The prices are very reasonable. You know, usually don't spend over $6, which includes dessert. And once again, I just can't say enough how good our teacher is. You know that he's taught us so much.
Very
and,
comical too.
and he's very funny. You know, if you've ever watched the Three Stooges or Gilda Radner with Where We Bird and Baba Wawa, you know.
Why don't you say one of the sayings, bro?
Take it away, Wowie.
Yeah.
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
Bubba. But you know, he just makes you laugh when you're doing stuff. You know, I mean, we got the kids in the back; they're laughing because they know it's funny. You know, I don't know what you just did to me, but so it's a good time. I advise taking it if you're a sophomore. If you sign up for your junior
Yeah.
year, it's good for you.
And the butter.
It's always also good to have a hand on the side because, frankly, we're strapped up like dogs,
Yeah.
and I can't reach the fridge.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's just a little butter.
Just a little bit of butter.
A little butter is better.
It's close. How's my seasoning is on this, Rob? How's my seasoning?
Those weren't even cooked.
I know, because I just put them in.
They just put those in. I could get a little taste. It was very
Hey, Rob.
interesting. Raw, yes. Are raw mushrooms bad for you? No, they're not. Poisonous mushrooms are. Raw mushrooms are okay. Now, see, when it comes to flipping vegetables, he can do. When it comes to stirring, he can't keep it in the pan.
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
Whatever he says. Like a Valley High girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's my plate?
All right.
It's in here. What's that for?
Me.
Oh, okay. Our plate here. Gonna take our chicken out because the chicken should just be done right about now. Sure is.
Here, I'll bring this to you.
Take the chicken out.
You always lie your chicken flat first.
Yeah.
And then you garnish around your main food.
Put the sauce back on because it needs a little bit more time.
That's your chicken for your salt and boca. There's a little salt and a little boca on there. That was a gem.
Yeah. Take a little bit of butter. Throw it into the pan.
That's not salt and boca though.
No.
I just realized
that's
that.
That's not a little bit of butter either.
Yeah, that's a lot of butter.
Yeah. And those vegetables are done. Just when I get it to cook down.
Now, by right.
It's supposed to be using gas.
Yeah. No, that's not what I was actually
Well,
gonna
that's
say.
what I'm
You
gonna
don't have
say.
to supposed to use gas.
Okay.
By right, we should have already had this cooked for you and whatnot, but we wanted to see, we wanted you to watch the cooking process and what goes into it and the hard work and the sweat and the tears that go into it. So we just wanted you to see that. But by right, we should have had something done.
Yeah, that's close. Let's be a little on the juicy side. So.
Yeah. The Red Sox won last night.
And the Celtics won. They're going on to the finals.
The Celtics are going to the finals.
Yeah. They're probably going to
Let's hope they don't blow it like the Bruins.
Yeah.
You know. God bless those Celtics, huh?
They're awesome. Good job. Did you watch the game, Rob?
I didn't watch the game, actually. Not a big Celtics fan.
Why not? I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hot back here.
Sure is.
300-pound guy. I'm not sweating too much.
All right, gonna take our sauce. First, we're gonna take some of the mushrooms and place them right on the chicken.
You scoop like a girl.
Yeah, well, whatever. I only got small tongues, buddy. Gonna put that sauce actually right back on.
All right.
Vegetables off, so
Nice
they'll burn
vegetable
on us.
medley. You just spread it on the plate to make it look nice.
Like so.
Come over here.
He's right.
Carrot. That's a zucchini. There you go. Now, see, he made a
Hey, I put my sauce on the plate to finish it off.
he made
don't I?
a small mistake because he covered up his chicken, and he's about to burn my finger.
Oh, promise you.
You just missed it.
Okay,
Okay,
put that on. Let's clean our plate before we serve.
clean it before you serve it.
And I'm actually gonna take the little bit of basil that you have left over.
A little basil. I'm gonna trip on myself.
Just garnish at the end before we serve. There you go, your chicken marsala.
A little
Fresh
bruschetta. There you go.
Thank you, Rob, for helping
You're
me.
welcome. Thanks for having me. That was a pleasure.
See you next year.
That's all we have for today. A little chicken and a little tomato. So that's what we have for today, and thank you for coming.